What's going on, everybody? So I'm recording this in the morning after the workout for day 57. So now it's going to be day 58, but figured I'd show you guys. We're doing some cardio and stuff like that every morning. I'm going to try and hit 25-30 minutes every morning, 25-30 minutes every day after the gym that's not leg day. So stick around and we have a little talk in the car after the workout, and hope you guys enjoy. Peace out. Slowing down the reps makes it so much harder. Yeah, guys, we're really focusing on the squeeze now. That's the main point of my training with Parker. Whew. Oof. Taking off the pump cover. Yeah, guys, sorry about coming at different times now. I'm trying to figure out a time to avoid this, one guy. There's a guy who decided to, come up to me and be mad aggressive. So I'm gonna find another gym times. Uh, you know, I'll tell you guys that. All right, guys. So I'll say what helped me the most on triceps since the first prep I did was doing an out movement like that with the triceps and hitting a down movement more like a press. So when you're doing triceps, you should do like a cable push down with like a rope and a bar push down. Alright guys, that's the end of day 57. Alright, peace out guys. Let's go for a car talk today. And let's actually go for a car talk. Alright guys, so that was day 57 of the pre-summer shreds. So right now the goal is to get to about 180 to 185 pounds for the pre-summer shreds. And then we're going to be going on to competition prep and trying to get to about between 170 and 172. Last time we went in at 180 almost. I definitely did not do my best. But this time we are going to show up cleaner, we're going to show up better. And we've been fixing up the diet, always eating almost perfectly clean every day. And trying to hit cardio almost every day. I don't hit cardio on leg day, but other than that, I try and hit cardio. And you know, getting good sleep. That's another good one too. And Parker's been helping me slow down my reps. All that kind of stuff is what we're leading into to build more mass. So I know I haven't been talking much for a while, but you know, I figure we start talking again and we, you know, get more one-on-one time with you guys. If you guys leave any comments or questions, I'll always answer what you guys are talking about. But other than that, I'll talk about some of the diet now, you know, just to give you guys a little look at it. So usually most days I eat something like, if anyone's ever heard of Morningstar Farms, they got bean burgers. I like that. Because I just don't always try and eat red meat. You know, it's good sometimes. I just don't eat it all the time. Sometimes I'll eat the Morningstar Farms stuff. I like to drink egg whites, if anyone knows about those tubs of egg whites. I try and drink one of those tubs every day. I know it's raw, which means that it doesn't absorb as well, but it has more vitamins because of that as well. So, you know, since it's not cooked, you do get more vitamins but less protein. So I actually count it as about 60 grams of protein because it's got about 60% absorption rate, if I'm not mistaken. So even though it's 100 grams of protein, I count it as 60 grams of protein, and I still count all the calories. That would be 500 calories. I believe it is, yeah, 500 calories. Anyways, then after that, I usually get home from work and I'll have something like, so I eat those Skyr yogurts, if anyone knows about those, and I'll put 5 cups of those things into a bowl, like a big bowl. And then I pour 100 grams of honey with some berries, a banana, 80 grams of jam, and some days I do 36 grams of peanut butter, some days I do 72. It depends on how I'm feeling or if I've eaten anything else that contains fat that day. Because if I need extra fat, I just kind of throw it in there a little bit like that. But other than that, to fill in the diet, I usually have stuff like dextrose powder, or, you know, sometimes I have cereal. You know, we all don't eat perfect all the time, but sometimes I have cereal, sometimes I have oatmeal, sometimes I have rice, sometimes I have beans, and I mix beans and corn together with some other vegetables, and that's a good idea. It's really up to you guys, whatever you want to do. Just try and, if you ask me, it's not as hard as saying get rid of so many things. Like, don't get rid of all your donuts and things like that. If you want to have them like once a week or something, that's completely fine. I mean, to be honest with you guys, last prep I was going through a lot of stuff, and I mean, I had a donut every week during prep and I still got down leaner until, well, I didn't have a donut in 6 weeks out, that entire span, but up until that point I was. So that's just kind of like to explain what I mean by that. You don't have to be exactly perfect, but you'll get less progress if you aren't perfect about things. Don't need to be perfect. But anyways, for you guys, I would just stay away from things like chips. For me, it's always been things like chips and ice cream and things like that. Just anything that it's hard to measure a serving of unless you're using a scale. If you don't want to use a scale and track your calories, anything that's like nuts or chips, you might want to just not do it. Because if you're not tracking it, you will not know what you're eating. But anyways, that's basically all I'm going to leave that at. And, you know, always drinking the Chris Bumstead pre-workout. I like the, what is it called? Champions Mentality. Hey, that's perfect. Peace out, guys.